Lord of the Rings is one of, if not the greatest trilogies of all time, and it's one of my favorite LEGO themes. Unfortunately though, it only lasted from 2012 to 2013, but in that time we got some really amazing sets and minifigures. And as you can probably imagine, as it's such a popular IP and it's been so many years, the sets have skyrocketed in price. So I thought it'd be really fun to take a look at the most expensive Lord of the Rings sets of all time. So this will be focused on the original theme, but I will throw in whereabouts the new icon sets would be, but not include them on the official list. Let's begin. The 10th most expensive set is Gandalf Arrives from the original 2012 wave. To currently buy this set new, it's going to cost a massive £90 or $120 from an original £12, $13 price tag. And this is one of my all-time favorite smaller LEGO sets. It's a really great build. We get the horse and carriage and all of Gandalf's fireworks, two good minifigures of Gandalf and Frodo. And the set did actually get a remake, just unfortunately it's locked behind the new Shire set. However, I do think if I was going to drop £90 on this set, I'd rather save up and get the full Shire build. Coming in 9th place is Shelob Attacks, which will cost you around £125 or $160 from an original £20, $20 price tag. It's another amazing smaller set. The Shelob build looks great. We get a small cave for Gollum, then 3 really good minifigs. This set would make for the perfect remake. As much as I love the new icon sets, it'd be great to get some cheaper ones as well. And considering how good the new Aragog looks, this would be the perfect one to choose. In 8th place is the Orc Forge, which will cost an estimated £160 or $210. It originally retailed for £40 or $40, and it's another great set, which is pretty much what I'll say for all of these sets, as Lord of the Rings was such a great theme. The forge looked really cool, and it had a bunch of great details and features. You could use the wens to lift the metal, slide it into the smelting pot, and then there was a forge and anvil to craft the weapons and armor. It also contained 4 great minifigures, and it was really cool to get a set centered around the orcs or the villains. In 7th place is the Uruk-hai army, which to buy now is going to cost you around £170 or $220. When it first released back in 2012, it would cost you £30 or $30. For the build, we get a small section of Helm's Deep with a wall with a catapult on top of it. Then for the Uruk-hai army, we get a catapult with a hook shooter on it, as well as a horse. The set contains 5 incredible minifigures. We get 3 Uruk-hai soldiers, a Rowan soldier, then finally Eomer, who's such an amazing minifigure to get, as he's exclusive to this set. And also one of the big reasons why it's so expensive, as him alone will go around $50. And this set could also be combined with the big Helm's Deep set to create the ultimate battle of Helm's Deep. And this put together is 100% one of the best builds from the entire theme. The 6th most expensive set is Attack on Weathertop, which to currently buy is going to cost around £190 or $250 from an original £50, $60 price tag. And Weathertop is a decent build. At the bottom we get a small campfire, of course where Merry is cooking food. It also has a trapdoor feature and then a small interior. The ring wraiths get a horse, then we get 5 great minifigs, including Frodo and Aragorn, then Merry for the first and only time in the original theme, and he's the most expensive minifigure to get from the set, costing around $50. Then we get 2 ring wraiths, also costing around $50. And these 3 minifigures are where most of the value is from. Alright, we are now halfway through the list, and if you are enjoying the video, please drop a like and a comment. And if you want more, subscribe, and if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Now up next, we actually would have the Shire, but like I said, I'm not including new icon sets, as I think focusing on the old sets makes the list a little bit more interesting, as we can see how the price has changed. So in the real 5th place, we have the Mines of Moria. The current going price to get this set new is around £240 or $310. When it originally released, it cost around £70 or $80. Taking a look at the build, on the left hand side, we get the mine wall, with some treasure as well as a falling pillar. At the front we get the gate and we use the axe to block it off to keep out the troll and the orcs, which obviously doesn't work. Then we get a well the skeleton can fall down as well as a tomb. But by far and away the best part about this set is the minifigures. They're all really amazing. We get 2 orcs, Gimli and Legolas. Then we get Pippin and Boromir for the first and only time in the original wave, both going for around $30. Then finally we get the Cave Troll, one of the best big figs ever made. And crazy to get him new, he can go for over $100. So definitely the big reason why it's so expensive. But it's another amazing set from the theme and would make for such a cool remake. The 4th most expensive set is the Pirate Ship Ambush. To currently get the set, it's going to cost you about £290 or $380 from an original £90, $100 price tag. This set was a part of the final 2013 wave, and if you watched the channel before, you know I love ship builds, and this is another great one. It's a really impressive size, around 60 centimeters long. I love the 3 sails and the little details like the shields on the side, the crossbows as well as the cannons. It's a really cool design, but like most of these sets, the real value is in the minifigures. The set contains 9 minifigures, with 5 of them being exclusive. we get Gimli, Legolas, and Aragorn, 2 orcs, and an exclusive pirate. The highlight of the minifigures is definitely the King of the Dead as well as the Soldier of the Dead, all of which are exclusive to this set. They all have really great prints, and as you can probably imagine, they're really expensive, going for around $60 each. So it's a really good build with lots of great, amazing exclusive minifigs. The third most expensive set is the Battle at the Black Gate, which will cost you a massive £310 or $400. So this was also part of the final 2013 wave, and it's another really great set. It originally retailed for £60 or $60 and was a great price per part ratio. The build is good, we get a nice watchtower and of course the Black Gate, which can open and close. For side builds we get a small rock, a horse, and then a great eagle. However, I certainly wouldn't spend £300 for this alone, so as you can probably imagine by now, the minifigures is where the true value lies. We get 5 with 4 of them being exclusive. We got the first ever Mouth of Sauron, who was exclusive to this set for years, and he'll set you back around $70, and he was an amazing minifigure. The helmet mold is so good, however he has actually decreased a little bit in price from his peak, which of course is because he finally had a remake in the new Barad-dûr. The next exclusive is the first and currently only Gandalf the White, but there are a few rumors he'll actually be getting a remake next year, which is really exciting, although he'll probably be locked behind like a £500 icon set, so I won't be able to get him, but it's great for people who can. But to get the original version, he's going to set you back around $70 as well. The most expensive minifigure from this set is Aragorn in the Gondor armor. Another great minifigure, and he costs around $100, so one of the most expensive Lord of the Rings minifigures of all time. So another great set, but the minifigures are once again the highlight. I really regret not buying these when I was younger. Not because I want to resell them, they're just really cool minifigures and I wish I owned them. Next up, we would actually have 2 of the new icon sets. In 4th place would be Barad-dûr, costing around £400 or $460. Then in 3rd place would be Rivendell, which currently retails for $500 or £420. And both of these sets are so incredible. Especially Rivendell. I really hope I can get the set before it retires, but I think I've got like 2 years, so I should be able to get it. Then going back to the main list, the second most expensive set is the Battle of Helm's Deep. To currently get this set new, it's going to cost an estimated £440 or $580. When it first came out, it retailed for £100 or $130, so the price has increased like crazy. This is by far and away one of the best sets from the original theme. The build is amazing. It's a really great recreation of Helm's Deep. We get the gate and the bridge at the front. The walls and walkways to place our minifigures, some catapults. For the orcs, there's a siege ladder, and there's also a bomb you can blow a hole in the wall just like in the movie. Then taking a look at the main interior, it is quite empty. We get a ladder up to the watchtower, then you can also add in the banquet hall and throne, which is a nice little build. And like I said previously, you can add the Yokai army set and expand the build further, which just makes the whole set perfect. The set contains 7 minifigures, 3 of them being exclusive. The most valuable ones are Halder, costing around $60. Then by far and away the best minifigure from this set is King Theoden. The printing looks so good, and he'll cost you a massive $100. And unlike a lot of the previous sets where the minifigures really increase the price, the build here is really sought after. Which leaves us with only one set left, the most expensive LEGO Lord of the Rings set of all time. It of course is the Tower of Orthanc, which to buy this now new is going to cost around £770 or over $1,000. This was the biggest set from the original wave with 2,359 pieces, and it retailed for £170 or $200. The build was super impressive. The tower looks amazing from the outside. It's a massive size of 73 centimeters tall, and the interior is great as well. It has 6 floors, including an attic, a library, an alchemy room, Saruman's throne room, an entrance, as well as a dungeon. For side builds, we get an amazing Treebeard. The set contains 5 minifigures. We get Gandalf, a Yokai soldier, an orc, and then 2 really expensive exclusives. Saruman, who goes for around $100. And then finally, the most expensive Lord of the Rings minifigure of all time, Wormtongue, who can cost you upwards of $200, which is insane how expensive some minifigures can actually be. And that's it for the most expensive LEGO Lord of the Rings sets of all time. The Tower of Orthanc is number 1, with it being worth over $1,000. Let me know, everybody, do you own any of these sets or minifigures, and which ones are your favorite? As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out. Hope you all have an amazing week. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.